What's up, y'all? I normally do these on my group, but I figured I'd do one for my page. Um, it's circled back around to where we're in a time where I feel like I need to buy some more silver. At the start of the pandemic, we bought some silver because we didn't trust the banks. And so what I did is, this is the least amount of work part. I called everybody within like 100 miles, all the stores, and I asked them how much for junk silver. Junk silver is anything pre-1964 that's like a quarter, half dollar, a dollar, dimes. All of that is going to be 90% silver. And so what you have is you have a face value and you have a melt value per the face value. So right now, every dollar in face value pre-1964 is going to be, I think, around $21. Now, you rarely get to buy silver at spot value or below. It just doesn't work that way. There's always a charge on top of that. And so at the time, I think it was like $10 and let's say 50 cents. And hey, Sylvia. And it was $10.50. And so I called everywhere, and a lot of them were like, some places were $17, meaning like you're getting $10.50 in value and you're paying $17 for it. It's like buying money for 50% more than it's worth, which is crazy as hell. But that was the market at the time, and these companies couldn't get enough of it, and so they just keep raising their prices until people stop buying. And so this local store apparently didn't hear about the pandemic, and they were selling it at normal prices, and it was $10.50 plus $2.25. So I was buying it at $12.75 per dollar, meaning 10 dimes, 4 quarters, 2 half dollars, right? You get the idea. And then I thought, wow, let me post this for $15 since it's online for 17. And so I posted it for 15, and the next day somebody bought all of it, and they basically paid me $14. And so it was about a 10% upcharge. So then what I started doing is I started putting away my silver in profits, because silver it doesn't fluctuate that much usually. I did luck out in this instance, and I bought a lot at the bottom, and now it's worth double that. But you basically call around everywhere, and chances are you're going to get it for way cheaper than online. And because everyone is so lazy, when they want to go buy silver, they're going to look online, and they're just going to either accept the price or they're not going to buy it. But they're still going to want it. And so when they see it locally for a lot cheaper than they know they already researched online, a certain percentage of people are going to say, cool, I'll do it. And so anyway, that's a side point. But if you just want to buy the cheapest value, call all the stores locally. There's a good one in Lafayette. Sylvia, if you message me, I can try to remember who that is. I bought some from them. But anyway, call the people, see what they'll do. Now the next deal that I did is to teach my group. I was thinking about going to garage sales to teach my little son. He's 7 years old. And so we ended up doing some flips with like some Hot Wheels and some Nerf guns and things like that. But the one weekend I looked, they had two different garage sales that said they're selling silver, which also is super crazy. And so I show up, and the guy had someone else show up at the same time. So he ended up selling me half and the other guy half. But if I'd have showed up a little bit earlier, it would have been crazy. And he sold that to me. I think at the time, silver was $24 per ounce, and he was selling it to me for $20 an ounce, which again is like so nuts. You're not going to be able to get that in any store ever, but you also may look for weeks and weeks and weeks on a garage sale and never find that either. So you're going to have to basically like put in tons of work and wait while the price maybe goes up, or you just go and get some right now. I think I'm going to go with the get some right now option. I might try to resell it. But then I'm also going to be on the grind of looking in garage sales and seeing if people say that they have it. The other option to even work even harder would be to hit each person up and say, hey, do you have silver? Because a lot of times they say too much to list. And it's like, well, was silver in that too much to list? If so, I'm coming and I want to buy what you got. That covers it. Hope that helps, guys. Get your silver.